Blessings, beautiful, amazing, radiant souls. It's Karina, and I wanted to talk to you about how to take back your power when it feels so easy to shrink and contract during this time. So sound good? If you have been dealing with what is really natural during this time, and I don't want to make it wrong because it's not. But if you've been feeling unsettled, ungrounded, getting lost in catastrophic or fear-based thinking, if your peace feels far removed from you, if you feel like you have lost your power, then this video is especially for you. And we always start by coming home to our sense of ourselves. This is like the place where we arrive, where we click into, hey Nicholas, where we start to connect more to our power, first by just coming home to the body and coming home to the breath. So I encourage you, as I keep talking, to be tuned into both of those things. One, come all the way into your body right now and be with your breath. And then just trusting that you'll receive whatever you need to receive from this message. Where is our unconditional power? Where is it? Well, it lies in the only thing that we have sovereignty over, that we have control over, and it's where we place our attention, where we place our awareness. Whatever we resist persists, we know this. And whatever we focus on becomes bigger. We know this too, right? Like when you're driving a car, you're looking for a new car, a new house. Hey, Pamela. Have you ever had this experience of noticing that car everywhere, or noticing whatever it is that you want? Hey, Matt, and you'll just notice it everywhere. If you've ever had that experience, you know what I'm talking about, right? So whatever similarly, when you place your attention on, say, what someone is doing wrong, say you have a partner, or you have a friend, or a family member, or a colleague, and something about them is getting under your skin, and you start to focus on that, it starts to get bigger, right? So we can say with certainty that whatever we focus on grows and expands, right? Whatever we place our attention on is what we become more aware of. If I have a negative thought, if I have a fearful thought, something bad is going to happen. What am I going to do? What if I get sick? What if she leaves me? What if I lose my job? What if, right? All of these fear-based thoughts that a lot of us during this time, hey Kelly, are noticing as we spend more time at home, as we start to become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, when in the past we've just distracted ourselves away from them because of our busyness. Now a lot of us are finding that we can't do that anymore. And so what are we noticing? We're noticing how batshit crazy our thoughts are. And we're noticing how our feelings that are connected to those thoughts aren't so good. So a lot of people I'm talking to right now are experiencing more fear, more worry, more boredom, more groundlessness, more restlessness, right? And it doesn't seem like, what am I going to do? How am I going to come out of this? Well, you can. And the power that you're seeking, that taking back your power, has to do with being the master of your attention. It has to be in becoming the master of your thinking. It has to come from being able to and cultivating the skill that you absolutely can develop, of learning how to have mastery over your attention. If you don't have mastery over your thinking, good luck. Because right now you can't distract yourself from your shitty thoughts. Right now, your fear-based thoughts, if you don't have mastery over them, they're rising up and you're just getting hooked into them because you don't have the tools that you need to unhook from them. So part of mastery, part of gaining control, part of finding power here in uncertainty is learning the life skill. This should be taught in every single class in school, of being masterful about what we pay attention to. There is a well within of peace and purpose and vitality, But you're not gonna find it. We can't find it when we're getting endlessly hooked into all of the thoughts that are just coming through our awareness right now. So just take a moment and let that settle in. We need to learn how to unhook from fear-based thinking, from powerless thinking, from believing that our happiness, our joy, our peace, our bliss is conditional, and it's based on life working out the way that we want it to. We're being called right now more than ever to unhook from that and to hook into something deeper. Are you using this time that you're home more in a way that has you mastering your mind and really in that same way mastering your emotional world? Or are you ping-ponging and on the emotional roller coaster that so many people I'm talking to right now are? You can, but you can find imperturbable peace, power, energy, and vitality even with things as they are. But it will require us all to become more masterful about where we place our attention. And the way that we do that, how do we do it? Well, the first thing is what we started off this talk with, anchoring your attention into your body consciously, moment by moment, as often as you can. Tethering the awareness towards the breath. And as you do those two things, you can learn to unhook from fearful thinking. And that's something I can't teach you in this little video. That's something that meditation will teach you. But are you going to meditate right now? Are you meditating? It's not an easy thing to do when, all of our fear-based thinking and all of our thoughts are kind of pulling us out of our true home and our true seat. It's so funny that when we need to meditate, oftentimes that's the time when we don't. We don't feel like it because we're so run by our, fearful thoughts and our emotions. Right? So right now, I feel the call, and you may be feeling the need to have just more support in this department. And so I had a masterclass that I was offering at the end of April, beginning of May, that was in person and live. It's called Calm in the Storm. It's where I teach you not only how to meditate, but we actually have time to really practice together. And I coach you through any obstacles that are coming up, any negative blocks that are coming up that are keeping you from the deep peace, from the true source of empowerment that are just have been waiting actually your whole life for you to uncover and tap into. And so now I'm going to offer this mindfulness meditation intensive. It's called Calm in the Storm, virtually. 2 classes, 2 Saturdays, 2 intensives. So you will be sitting with my help, with my guidance in community to help support you develop this really effective, it's not even a technique, it's a way of life, so that you can have mastery over your mind and you can have mastery over your emotional world during this time. I'm here in Long Beach, California. It's the beginning of April. Honestly, I'm not seeing a let up in any of this until June likely. So why not use this time to grow and expand rather than to shrink and contract? Come to Calm in the Storm. I'm going to drop a link so you can read more about it in the description below. And you can just read about it and opt in. If you feel called, if anything that I said in this video resonated with you, then I really strongly encourage you to not waste this time and use it as an opportunity really to find your power, to connect to it, and to learn these tools that will help you become masterful over your mental world and masterful over your emotional world, so that you can have a May and a June and a July and the rest of your life to be connected to the true source of power that's always been within you, to become masterful about where you place your attention, and to actually learn to use your mind in a way that creates generative, helpful thoughts rather than thoughts of destruction, thoughts of despair, thoughts of hopelessness. So let's use this time together. I'll drop a link in the comments below, and I would love for you to join me. It's going to be virtual. You get to join me from home. And you will not only learn how to meditate, but you will develop, in the time that we have together, a consistent meditation practice that will take you forward after the intensive is over. Sending you so much love and many blessings. Namaste.